Hello everyone, this is the Leech, bringing you the second ladder game that I have today from the blue Protoss here on the left side of Terminus, the GSL map, Nightend, and the yellow Terran here in the bottom position close by ground on Terminus, EmpireKas. In the first ladder game, give you a little spoiler alert here. Again, a little spoiler alert. Nightend was able to take the game when he amassed a large Protoss death ball and pushed into EmpireKas. Had an army mainly consisting of Marines, about half and half Marines and Marauders, and the Storms and the Colossi were too much, and eventually Nightend was able to take out the expansions of Kos and push into his main, and Kos quickly GG'd when that started to happen. Kos is the #1 ranked player in the world right now according to SC2ranks.com. It is still early in the season, so not to take anything away from him, but it's still a little early on, so players haven't really gotten their points up to the level that they're usually at. But still impressive by him, and it's good to see him up there. He does play a lot of small tournaments that I've seen, and also playing in a lot of big tournaments like the TSL and some other ones there. So fun to watch him play. Nightend was also in the TSL, was eliminated in the round of 32 by Slayer's Boxer, but they had a very epic series, and they've actually had some games before against each other that were very awesome. So Nightend, some props to him. Playing against Boxer is never easy. Starting to chrono boost out probes now, and the first gateway is on the way, as well as the barracks being laid down at the front, possibly going for a wall off here, which not sure how much I agree with. If he's expecting a zealot rush or something, it would make sense, but this early in the, or really against Protoss as a Terran, I prefer not to wall off, just because if they come at you with a Stalker army, you're essentially handing them production facilities at the front of your base. But who am I to tell Kos what to do? Kos is a beast, #1 ranked in the world, and I'm sure he would slap me in the face if I told him he was doing something wrong. Orbital command on the way now. One gas is down for Kos, and we do have one assimilator up for Nightend right now. One tech lab coming down on this Rax. Possibly going to see some Marauder player. Last game he decided to go with a Reaper a little earlier. Cybernetics core is starting to come down for Nightend. Once again, if you guys are enjoying the cast, I know I'm saying this an awful lot, but I'm going to keep saying it. If you are enjoying the cast, I hope that you will subscribe so that every day you can get the wonderful new games that I'm putting out here. And so far I have stuck to my deal of at least a game per day. Usually I try to do a best of 3 or even a best of 5 every day. But at least one game is what I'm trying to stick to, and it's been about 1 week since I started, and I have done it successfully so far. So thanks for everyone for the encouragement, the comments, even making fun of me and harassing me. It motivates me to keep going. So everyone that's watching, thank you very much, and feel free to make fun of me and my stuttering self as much as you possibly please. Concussive shells now starting to come down for Kos, as well as a second barracks coming down at this location, and one Marauder being pumped out as well. So getting a decent little force here. Early on, these barracks units, including Marauders and Marines, can be very dangerous compared to the gateway units of Protoss. Marauders just demolish Stalkers, and with concussive shells can do a very decent job kiting Zealots. So we'll see what these units decide to do. One Stalker here does take out an SCV, but he is going to see the units of Kos moving in here, so he's going to start running way back to his base here. One Zealot, one Zealot is going to get picked off here, and the Stalker's starting to turn back to engage. Beautiful micro by Kos, making sure that his units just do not take any hits. Controlling each unit separately like that is so difficult, especially for a player like me that sits around 50 APM maximum during a game. That's very impressive to see. So 3 more gateways on the way for Nightend right now, just being finished. Going for that 4-gate rush, so we'll see how this works out for him. These units starting to push in a little bit here with a few Marauders and a few Marines. Going to push into the base of Nightend, and that is an interesting move by him. We'll see if he's actually able to do some decent damage here, trying to target these Stalkers down as fast as possible, and he is doing a decent job kiting these units around, but it's not going to be enough. Eventually all these Marauders are going to die here. He's starting to rally up more, but he's going to pull those back. And he did lay down an expansion. This might not be good for him. I'm thinking he's going to need one more bunker at least to hold off a push from Nightend. Decent 4-gate. There's a proxy pylon here by Nightend as well in the third of EmpireKas, and if he comes in this route here, that is really going to hurt, as Kas only has a bunker at the front, and he really needs to scout out that location. Do have Stim coming down now for Kas, as well as some more Marines and Marauders. Bunker just about to finish, and another Rax on the way. Starting to warp in one Zealot here, and if we take a look at Kas' site, he does not know about that pylon, and he really needs to scout that out. If he does not scout that out, that will cost him the game, I guarantee it. 4 Zealots already down here that can completely avoid any bunkers, and they are going to start running in here, as well as these Stalkers moving into the front here. Only 2 Marauders in this bunker, and this bunker is going to go down very quickly. Bunker is down. Zealots coming in do a lot of damage to units around here, taking out a lot of SCVs. Stalkers now pushing in, and Kas is not going to be able to hold this. He does not have enough production facilities to take this off, and there's the GG already. He knew there was no way he was going to be able to hold that. So kind of a short game, but shows the power of a 4-gate, especially with a good player like Nightend, and you need to be ready for something like that. Throwing down an expansion probably is not going to work against a strong 4-gate like that. So a good game by Nightend. So far he has won 2 of these 3 games, and the 3rd game coming up here shortly. Thanks again for watching.